Welcome back to the stream. My name is NutRaisin and we are playing PLO 20 on during the Sunday sprint on RunItOnce.eu. Fellow Gelfon's poker side, and today the players that get in the most volume, not volume, is volume a word? Oh. And are eligible to win an additional cash prize. And we might actually have a shot for one of the first third places. One of the top 3 finishes, I mean. Let's see how that goes. Just trying to update some stuff on the side, and then my full attention will be on the stream. Against the button race, I think I'll call it. Yeah. Definitely will call this. Closing the action. Even so, I think it's connected enough. Okay. That's around 75% of the pot. Let's take one off. With the 8 in my hand, sorry, with the 8 in my hand, I think I'm turning this one into a bluff. And we do take it down. Good start. And I doubt the session will be able to go over as well as yesterday's did, where we just ran like the Lord himself. I think on stream we were up 12 buy-ins, and off stream I was up like another 5 or something. I think all in all things told, we were up 18 buy-ins yesterday, 360 bucks. So the Sunday sprint is on. It started 1.5 hours ago, and this time it's the same promotion as last time, but with a twist. So we actually will stand a chance against people moving down stakes to multi-table more than they usually would, because this time there's a multiplier connected to the whole thing. So the higher you play, the more your hands count. Basically, so for us playing PLO 20, all our hands count as 1.5 hands, which gives us a considerable advantage over people playing, you know, lower. Looks like there's a decent pot going on down here. Really, in the tank for 1/4 pot, huh? With queens here. Oh. He gets there, and good for him. can probably get away with betting really small here. Wouldn't make much of a difference. A race would be fun, but I don't think it looks all too believable. Splash pot that had been checked around all the way. Ooh, that is a decent looking hand. The ace, king, queen, 3 double suited in the small blind. Looking A-okay. 70 you say? Well, 230 I say. Okay. Got a nice spot up here as well. We have a gut shot and a nut flush draw and all the overcards. On table 2 I see a lead. And I'm gonna raise that. I mean, the money's going in if he bets. Table 2 I took it down with the raise there. But on the flush board, I didn't really want to give him a good price to see a cheap turn. Oh, that's unexpected bet sizing. It's not a fun river. Not sure about the flop bet, if I need to bet there. It's not like that board smashes my range usually. I guess my thinking was, like, if he comes over the top... Did he win this with a pair of 8s? If he comes over the top, then the money is going in. I guess that was my reasoning. Not sure if that's the best reasoning. Or enough of a reason to bet. He had queen, jack, 10, 8. So a pair of 8s actually did take it down. He did have spades though, I believe, right? No. Really? What a turn. Right on. Ace 9 deuce up here. Looks like it's gonna be a family pot. But we're not hitting anything on this board, basically. Pot is still fairly, pretty small. Let's start out by checking here. Let's take one off. Had he called, I would have just folded, I think. Kinda confused that he didn't bet the turn here. Mini Hero, hey, welcome back to the channel, mate. I think I'll call this down. That top full house is just fine. That'll work. It depends how long the session is, but not terribly uncommon. It happens like once or twice a week to me, maybe. But mind you, when I say week, then that's playing probably more than 40 hours a week. So it's not hugely uncommon. And it'll happen to anyone and to everyone, and it'll happen again and again. If it happens every second or third session, then you might want to check some spots in your game. But other than that, it's completely normal. So I guess that play made sense with the full house there. He checked when he had to fear a straight, or a bunch of straights actually, and then he bet when he bet again when he had it. What's his hand exactly? King King 10-10. No, wow, interesting. Did he just call there? Is she gonna give him the tight aggro shirt for that? Because that is not... A lot of people go nuts there and just raise with the King King 10-10, which is definitely a mistake. Because yeah, Mini Hero, my worst downswings ever since I started playing 100 Big Blind PLO were like 14 buy-ins, something like that, and it happened to me 2 or 3 times. But I had losing 10 buy-ins happened a bunch of times more. So here we have top 2 in a splash pot. We are short, the money is going in. I just noticed in time that I'm short. That does change things. Okay, against this set it's gonna be a little bit tough. More TBC! Fancy seeing you here! Thank you very much for the follow. More TBC, of course, is a mod on the RunItOnce Discord. And here we have all the sets. Wow. Okay. Seeing that I was blocking my own outs, I have opted to just call here, wait for a safe turn. This certainly qualifies. If he has kings, you know, we have to make quads. That's the long and short of it. Doesn't look like he has kings. One for the good guys. Ace 985. This is certainly well connected well enough in order to come over the top here. Go do it a little bit differently. Go with a small bet sizing here. I mean, against a better ace, we have outs. It's 4, we're doing horribly. He raised really quickly. I'm gonna let this one go. Don't completely trust him, but I'll keep an eye on him. Just witnessed the hand where he got it in on the flop or turn, I believe on the turn. with a pair on like a 3 through a straight board and a gut shot. And the other dude had a set and he actually hit his gutter. For a 2-bind pot. Don't see that every day. We have a hand over here. King, king, queen, 9. A few raises I'm just gonna call. Take that one down pre, fair enough. Yeah, it's possible that the beginning of the stream is gonna be a little bit more mellow than it usually is. I had a beer or two last night and I'm still feeling the after effects just a tiny bit. It's king 4-6. It's an excellent question. I probably think this is rather a fold. Let's check it out. I mean, that being said, I ended up calling. That's slightly ugly because we have a... Yeah, I do have some stuff. But for a pot size, we just have a... doesn't have that much behind. I think in this spot it is actually a little bit close with the gutter, the over cards, which are, you know, not good all that often. But with the gutter and the back doors... Let's check this one out for pre-flop then. What happened there? Did I? No, he came over the top. I was the opener, he came over the top, and that's perfectly fine. All the double suited aces and the cutoff are raise calls. Yeah. Now these gentlemen are playing for a large one. Nope, apparently not. Let's check behind here. Okay. I'm very happy to see this one go through. On the paired board, I'm letting this one go, I think. Yeah. And apparently right now we're not going to have much competition from no-limit players in the Sunday Sprint because there are hardly any no-limit games going on. So for the start of this, as of yet, short session, we're down a little more than one buy-in. Where we got the money in with top 2 being short against the flopped set. And of course lost half a buy-in before we were making us short there. Now that is an excellent turn. Beating everything except quads. happy to check behind. Yep, fair enough. Got close to tables that are three-handed. Plenty of tables to go around. Okay, we get raised here. Okay. Let's take one off. Ideally, it's gonna be a jack. A queen isn't completely horrible either. This dude and his pot-sized bets, huh? Yeah, definitely an optimistic call. Nope, not being short-handed. Short stack, that's not a raise there on the button. Make it suited to the ace, it's a different story. I don't think I like that turn call there for pot. And I wouldn't have liked it even if I had made my flush. I think we just didn't get the price. At this point we had a gutter, possibly some two pair outs, but might have been doubtful. If he has an ace, he doesn't need to have aces there, but if he has ace king, ace queen, something like that, he has this in rough shape. It's certainly good to note that he likes those pot-sized bets, meaning we can definitely get a lot of value from check raises against a player like this. Okay. And we're gonna shove any non-pairing river here. Unless he comes over the top now, then I need to let it go. No, that does give us showdown value, but I'm still gonna turn it into a bluff. Mini hero, not really. I haven't played on stars in any significant volume in a long time. Like, yeah, some tournaments. Sometimes I play some hyper or some turbo tournaments because I usually don't have the patience to play regular speed tourneys anymore. But that being said, we will be playing in stars on stars in the stream in the future, since we're gonna be having a home game or two home game tournaments every Sunday. Possibly not this week, because yeah, then it would have to be today. So not this week, but starting next week. And we're gonna have one play money and one real money tournament. And the reason for that is that with the play money, even people from the US or other restricted countries can join, and everybody else who wants to can either play money as well, or join us in a small buy-in PLO tournament. And the specifics of which are still being discussed on the Discord. So if you wanna, there are votes up in the announcement channel. If you're interested in that, and you wanna make your voice heard, help us decide how we're gonna structure the tournaments and what buy-in to choose and all that, then head over to the Discord and vote on those polls in the announcement channel. And I think you're completely correct, Mini Hero. That is a fold for sure. Yeah, that has to be a fold for the pot size. If you bet a little bit smaller, it becomes a different story at some point. Okay. Yeah, right. If a jack comes off, then I agree. If a jack comes off, I'd probably go all in, to be honest. If he checks pot, because not saving that much money. Okay, this might slow him down. Might give us a chance to go to showdown, discard. Nope. Without any diamonds, I'm not gonna hero here. Yeah, completely agree, Mini Hero. Sounds alright to me. Ace King 10-10 in the small blind, definitely coming out on top with that. And take it down pre. Turn a top pair and a gut shot. I guess in the nut flush blockers, kind of helpful. Make that 2 pair. Putting us ahead of some hands, definitely. So there's 2 straights possible. I don't think he has a king queen, king 8. Very likely would have bet there. I think I'll call this. Right on. Yeah, it was either straights or nothing. Nothing with a blocker. This I'm not folding. We definitely have another doubts in case we are behind. I have aces on another table. Mm, 20 buy-ins? Nah, I don't think I would. Hey, welcome back, Offspring, by the way. Cause you then... That's not a bad question, but then... the variance is gonna go through the roof because nobody's ever gonna fold against you. It would be super profitable in the end, but at least if you take rake out of the equation. But with rake and given player tendencies and being, you know, the pool being relatively call happy. I think that would be tough to overcome those factors. $20 buy-ins for PLO, huh? Has to be a shove fest. Wow. And wow, here, this is gonna be interesting to watch. Pair, gutter, nut flush draw. Okay, makes sense. I took it down on table 4 with the 3-bet. So interesting to note that he has a open folding range in the MP. Certainly noteworthy. In a splash pot of this size, I'm happy completing here, even with a very mediocre hand. Who knows? A pair of deuces might be good on this board. Hey, look at that. Got some rake back. So this table is looking mighty nice. I think he just switched from... I think I just saw him have a different avatar there. You have this loose aggro dude. There's some interesting spots on almost all the tables. Possibly not this one. Yeah, you know what? I think let's find a better table than table 2. All the other ones look fine. Not a huge pot here. What in the deuce? Oh, I guess he turned a low straight, wow. Okay, he was blocking other straights quite heavily. Guess that makes some sort of sense. Certainly not hesitant to put the chips in, this gentleman. Wow, what a turn. As far as I'm concerned, this has to be the nuts. I mean, it's possible that he checked a better hand. He has kings or nines. Let's hope he doesn't. He does have nines. Damn it. Damn. Oh, that was bad luck right there. Having come over the top here, this is a fine board to 3-bet. I hope he seems to be the player that possibly can fold queens or kings here in the spot. Not saying he had that, but giving me a further incentive to bet. Seeing that he made an interesting... Oh, right. He played one hand very close to the chest in a... Like, right, he didn't come over the top with King, King, 10, 10. That was the dude. Which I found impressive. And at PLO 20, that certainly is a little bit impressive. Oh, Jesus! 5-card Omaha with 50 BB max buy-ins. Lord, that's a pure gamble right there. China saving poker, sounds like it. Yeah, it's bound to be an action game. Let's check this one out. MP versus under the gun, huh? Maybe it's not a call. And it isn't. Just double paired hands there. Ah, actually I should have known that. I looked a similar spot up yesterday. That could have been avoided. Well, actually we have 2 pair and the second nut flush draw. Definitely thought about leading here, and I had a bet I would have check raised. I think I still will. We are blocking all the better 2 pairs you could have quite nicely. Got aces up here. So let's check behind here. Right on. Took that one down. Not a happy turn. Let's check behind. I expect, unless somebody revealed 5s, we're gonna be good. Really? Didn't bet the straight there, huh? No point. Interesting. And I think he also had a nut flush draw on the turn. Yes, he did. Gonna size up here, being out of position. Nice. Not the greatest start to the day, but also not horrible. We're down a little bit more than 2 buy-ins in total, I believe. Yep. That's a pretty nice looking hand. Queen Jack 10-10. Very likely good for a squeeze here, I would say. Let's check this out. Not a fun board, particularly not against a late position here. And we need to check folded, unfortunately, even with all the back. Yeah, now that he calls, for sure. Even with the 2 backdoor flushes. Interesting, and that shouldn't be squeezed. That was a little bit too weak. Not even with a king, it would need to be... There would need to be an ace in there. Not versus an under the gun open. Let's check it out against a cutoff open. Squeeze cutoff, the same hand I suspect. That changes things. Yeah, then it's fine. Cool. And we didn't see a showdown there, did we? Nope. Not much going on right now. Blind versus blind, not folding to a raise here. I think that's correct, actually. I didn't check out these spots too much. Let's do. Even now I'm check folding. With the king, queen, 10 deuce. He bets really small, which... see, with the 10 deuce, that one actually would be a fold. Triple suited. Single suited, it's fine. Yep, gonna let it go. Might be a spot for a check raise, to be honest. Just for the pure joy of it. Not because I had anything of relevance, any blockers or anything like that. Double suited kings down here with the queen and a 3. Just gonna call. Not the spot to come over the top. And depending on the bet size, I'll take one off. Ooh, for full pot, huh? I think for full pot I'll let it go. It's probably fine. Again, a type of hand I didn't check out too much. So let's do. Button versus cutoff. I'm gonna fold, so I might as well check it out now. Get aces down here, which is nice. Even though they're not... Well, these I could have just called on the button. Yeah, I realized too late that I'm on the button. Making top and bottom on a rainbow board with the overboard cards is sweet, though. If he comes over top, I'll be confused because there are no draws and nothing. Now we are blocking 9-8, which is helpful. I'll go for the full pot now. I also have the ace of diamonds, which is helpful as well. Also not as much because it means he can't call with the nut flush, and we wouldn't be horrible if he called for us. There was the ace king jack 4 that I wanted to check out, right? Right. Not suited to the ace. Nope. Right, I knew that too. See, I'm not awake yet. Apparently, I knew that too. All the side cards, and with hands like these, they're not perfectly suited, not perfectly single suited. All 4 cards need to work together there. So the ace king jack 8, even the ace king 10-7 would be fine. For that very reason. And if they're perfectly single suited, then it's a different story, and the jack 4 is a fine call. Even the ace king 10 deuce would be fine, or ace king queen deuce. Cool. That looks mighty nice. Giving us top 2, backdoor flush draw. Giving us one more pair yet. Just gonna... No, I'm gonna bet small to a deuce, and I'm gonna call if he comes over the top. Because I think the chance that he checks the nuts there, hoping for me to bet, are really small. I'm curious to see what he called. Ace queen would have been my guess, but I said that when after I said it. After I saw that he had indeed ace queen. Indeed, he ace queen 6-4, so he had aces and sixes on the flop. Cleared the same third pair on the turn. Well, can only turn things on the turn. Where does splash pots at? That is an excellent question. I noticed that the large, I'm assuming you're talking about the huge splashes. They seem to be rarer on PLO 20. On PLO 10 they happened, and either I ran hot or that was the frequency, like roughly the frequency they happen at. I felt like every 15 to 20 hours for tabling we saw one huge splash, 400 BB and up. Maybe I was just running hot, and at PLO 20 I can't really put a number on it, I can only say it doesn't happen as often. And we did see 2 big splashes 3 days ago, 1 or 3 or 4 days ago. One was at PLO 10, 400 big blinds, so they put 40 bucks in there, and the other one was 400 big blinds at PLO 20, and the second one we actually took down for a 120 euro pot. Unfortunately we were deep and somebody had the same hand, but due to us being deep and some other dudes being deep, we made like a 70 euro profit in that one. That was sweet. Had the other guy not had the same hand, we would have taken down a 170 euro pot, something like that. down, that's a relief. The small blind certainly could show up with a better ace than we currently holding. Here, there's one dude sitting out. Not sure about the raise. It's gotta be a raise fold in any case, so I'll check it out right now if it can be raised. So effectively we're in MP, since one dude is sitting out. Let's check up on that. That's perfectly alright. It is in fact a raise fold. Blocking the top pair and having a 6 as a blocker. I don't mind betting here. Let's take one off. It's a draw. Okay, now I'm folding. But have like a jack or something come off. Or even a queen, that I'm probably gonna be in there. Just that I'm probably not gonna fold. I mean, we made to a pair. I guess he had 10. What did he have? Ace 10, 4, 3. So he had 10, 4. Fortunately, he ended up making a straight. We had him on the turn. Yeah. I think that went as it was supposed to go. Yeah, but the Sunday Sprint promotion that is on today does not include a higher chance of splash pots. That would be the Super Splash promotions that they run. So today it's all about volume. Flapping bottom set and a flush draw. I guess a backdoor straight as well. It's kind of unfortunate we're blocking our own outs, but not usually so. In this case. Backdoor hearts come in. So I'm very likely gonna be check calling here. He bets quickly, which isn't a joy. So yeah. And that's the thing with those quick bets. I noticed that they're very rarely bluffs. That fact might have given me pause there. Not sure why I didn't see that here. Always played, I'll probably call again. It's not a bad card, completes none of the draws. And again, as played, I'll probably call this one down. He has the 7 and good for him. He did flop the world there. But I don't think I don't mind this call as much as maybe I'm still thinking about the one on table 2 there when the hearts rolled off on the river. Just the speed of the bet. He bet really quickly. Might have allowed me to get away. Wow, and the Sunday Sprint seems to be working for RunItOnce. There are 48 entries in the player pool right now. Unfortunately, there are pretty much no limit games going on. The upside is that we have a decent chance of having a top 3 finish in that promotion. Let's check this one out. I mean, it's gonna be a raise fold, this one. Probably alright on the button. Ace, King, 9, 4 off, not offsuit, but not greatly suited. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. What are these gentlemen up to? You were asking for the big splash. You got the big splash. Wow. And we are short. We have jacks. We have a 200 euro splash. Well, that gets my blood going. Let's get a jack. Let's get a jack. We could win a huge pot. Come on, come on. There's one jack dead. Anybody have a king? Yeah, kings take it. Unfortunate, but man, what a pot. Let's check out the could have beens. How big could the pot have been for us? It was 71 plus 200, so 270 euros is what we could have won, I believe. Wow. Nice hand, nice hand. Whew. Yeah, it got me excited. Wow. Our time will come again, and we shall win one of those. Man, that was huge. Where else can you win a 200 euro, like 300 euro pot, is what he won. At PLO 20. Then on RunItOnce. And I don't mind sounding like a marketing dude in that case. Because that's just crazy. Not crazy is coming over the top here. With a wonderfully double-suited perfect rundown jack high, how much better does it get? Fortunately, we need to start up a checking here. Oh, that is pretty mighty nice. We do take it down. Down here I called on the small turn bet with the sole intention of taking it away on the river. See how that's gonna work out for me. This 300 euro dude winner here took the money off the table, and I don't blame it at all. I would probably take a break having won such a huge pot just to calm down for a moment. Man. What a Shazam for him. That made his day for sure. That was proper insane. I agreed. If he calls, the money is going in. If he... yeah. If he folds, I might just call, not sure. Even though we don't have a pair, we are short, so I'm not just calling here. There might be some fold equity. Nobody can call with a nut flush, because we have that. We have a whole bunch of blockers. And frankly, at this point, an ace might be good. Get one fold. Let's do this. Unfortunately, two pair will take it down here. He had the nines with as blockers, so I definitely understand the call. Let's go for the limp fold. On this spot where I have a limp. Yeah, and offsuiter needs to be folded. Anything but is a little bit fresh. He comes over the top now, wow. Crap that's gonna take it down. Okay, so... Hey, thanks for the clip, Offspring. I'm gonna tweet it out later. So, splash the pot. Happy Razor. Down here we got a pretty cool spot with top and bottom, and having the 10s, I'm just gonna put money in here. And the other dude was certainly a splash the pot happy collar. These abbreviations are coming in handy more and more often, with people just gone mental. Huh. It's a kind of a fun river. Here we get called, turn a flush draw on top. This shouldn't be a worrying card. If we were good on the flop, we're very likely still good here. PLO Addicted, you certainly come to the right channel. Welcome back. Or welcome to the channel. I'm not sure if it's a welcome back or a welcome in your case. In any case, nice to see you around. And the grind is going... Well, today I'm down a little bit, but I'm only waking up still. I usually don't start playing this early. Having started an hour ago, I mean. And for today, let me check that for you. For today, we're actually down 4 buy-ins currently. Let's bet once here and then let it go. But yesterday I had an amazing day where I was up, in the end, 18 buy-ins, 360 euros. Making it an excellent day indeed. And we just saw a 200 euro splash, a 1000 big blind splash, where somebody won a 309 euro pot, having invested a little more than 20 euros himself. Let's see what these peeps are up to. The pure flush draw here was good enough for the all-in. Look at this gentleman. Don't necessarily like that he's to our left. How big is the splash? 6-9. I think it's close. Calling probably isn't completely horrible. Flop an open-ender. I really doubt we'll see a turn here. Yep. With a pair and a nut flush draw, certainly not folding just yet. And down here in a splash pot where I raised, this is usually a raise fold, but this dude was very short. And here I'm just gonna put him in. Wasn't surprised to be behind. I'm not, actually. I take it down. Nice one. But given the SPR and everything, I just put the money in. I'm not checking, waiting for him to put the money in, even though I don't think there's gonna be a lot of fold equity there. Nice hand, he says. And I'm not sure if he's been genuine there. But I certainly, that was probably good for my image on this table, having played this hand this way, and for this amount. So that might work for us in the future. So it was actually the first sizable pot that we won. I think, what are these gentlemen up to? 87? You just had a 7, wow. Yeah, this one is not going to be a fold. This one's going to be a call. Wow. Wow. How much nicer can we flop? We flop the nuts, we have a pair, we have a nut flush draw. Jesus. I actually gotta check this one. Shouldn't have checked it. No. That's pretty much the only... one of the very few cards we're not gonna love here. I was just crushing this board so hard. We end up making the nuts though, so all is well. Take one down. Not as big as we would have hoped. I'm gonna go on a short 4 or 5 minute break in a moment. Hopefully that'll help me wake up further. But first, one more orbit on our tables. Wow, got all the pairs. It's a decent start. On a rainbow board, no less. Not blocking straights much, only the ace, sort of a Broadway blocker there. On table 1 I folded a king 10-10-3 in the cutoff. I think that's correct. Never hurts to check stuff out though, let's... Yep. That's fine. And this one is a little weak as well, I think. The gap doesn't help. Aces against queen, huh? How? Nah. Not quite good enough. Whereas here I had no problem limping under the gun. Even though with this hand I could probably save these 20 cents, to be honest. It looks enticing, these extra 10 big blinds, extra €2, but... yeah, probably nah. It's too weak. I'll just fold this next time. One more hand, then I'm gonna go on a 4 or 5 minute break. And that's that. I think I'll leave you watching this table, if you want to stick around, that is. Because I think this one has the most action. Thanks for watching so far. I'll be back in, yeah, less than 5 minutes. And we're back, thanks for sticking around. And judging by the stack sizes, doesn't look like we missed another huge splash. That's a relief. And as always, at least until the next patch, we're posting when we click the sit back in button. Not a huge deal. Not ideal, but it'll be fixed soon. It is beta after all. Take that one down. Here I need to fold. Well, at least we post most of a hand. This one I am not folding. Not having posted, getting sort of a discount there. Not the ideal flop. Let's check this one out, but I think it's alright. So we're effectively MP. And it's fine. Take the one down. Here with the double gutter, I call the 3/4 bet on the flop. I'll let it go. Seems to be a rather active player, this Samuel gentleman. Good to have somebody like that to our right, not to our left, although he is of the same caliber. Oof. Well, okay then. One more raise, sir? Nope. Okay. Wow. This is also pretty nice. Took it down on table 1. We do have showdown value now. Also, we don't have a single heart now hand. And we take it down. Wonder what he had, because he was thinking for a moment there. He's, you know, King Queen 9-4 double suited. Not sure if that's a raise on the button, to be honest. Let's check it out. King Queen 9-4. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is. Raise call at that. Cool. All the King Queens, almost all of them are raise calls. Except for the 7 deuce, which is a fold, and the 8-3, 8 deuce would be raise folds. But I guess if you raise call them, it's not going to be a huge deal, seeing that they're the only ones who are raise folds. This one, I believe, should be a fold, with the deuce and the 3. Let's check this out, because I'm going to fold it to a raise, so might as well check it out now. Yeah. Just the deuce and the 3 combo is a little bit too weak. So he has a 3-bet fold range. No. Oh, and Carol Nespor. Sorry, I didn't see that. Thank you very much for the follow. Just noticed. Appreciate it. I think Jack 10-9 is strong enough. Wow. Open and straight flush draw. We got aces on another table. I'll let you know what comes of it. And what comes of it is this flop, which I'm not particularly excited about. You turn a flush draw. We have blockers to nuts, I guess. How's the pool doing? 42 entries at PLO 20. Very nice. Any no-limit games going on? Not really. I mean, there's 3 entries at PLO NL 100. The same at NL 4. But there are also 8 entries at PLO 50 and 7 at PLO 200. So I think the site is doing alright. So table 1 and table 4 I'm gonna let go. Tied all the interesting players left. Let's find 2 better ones. Ace 10 10 8 single suited here looks fine enough. We have a backdoor flush draw, blockers, and a gutter. If he checks this quickly. Interesting hand. Actually, table 1 is filling up again, so I'm gonna stick around. Wait, that's supposed to be the new table. That one doesn't look that exciting either. I'll wait a minute. I'm not gonna get seated at the table I just left and then look for a better one. Kings versus aces there, huh? Wonder if this one is alright. It might not be, actually. I have a feeling it might be a tad to lose. You turn a double gutter. Actually, it's fine. It's the only king 9 hand that can be called there. Right on. Got aces up here. Didn't get too many aces yet today. Ooh, just as I'm saying that. Get all the aces done here. Oh, and I get the remaining ace. How lucky is that? Down. Here I face a raise, take it down as well with the 3-bet, and we get more aces. Oh, ask and you shall receive indeed. So let's have another big splash then. Worked last time, somebody asked. Was it your? That was you, Offspring. You had the magic words. Okay. And now for some shoving. That's very likely not gonna work. Cool. Double up there. Alright, we do have the King 10 Jack here. Suited in spades to the king. In a splash pot. This one I'll let go. Yeah, with two sleepy dudes, I'm opening this all day long. See if it's a standard open on the button. It probably is. See if you can take this one away for a change. Switch gears a little bit here. Cool. I like this board well enough, at least. Gonna size up here a little bit. Having no hearts, not many blockers. I'd rather not let him see a cheap turn there. How we're doing? We're still down quite a bunch, but not horribly so. Oh, actually we're down 4 points. Actually it's 3.5. 3.5. So we're working our way up again a little bit. And I feel I'm slowly waking up too. That might help. Really? 3-bet the small blind and checks this board, huh? Martise Fuena. Hey, welcome. And welcome to the channel. And thanks for the good luck, mate. I appreciate it. Also appreciate the input. What was the flop there? You know what? That's not a bad idea. On that flop, on the ace 10-4, I wasn't really afraid of any turn except for, you know, Broadway card. Sounds good to me, yeah. Yep, sounds good. I think that's the better way to go about it. Yep. I like that line way more than me just betting out there. Kinda did that on autopilot too, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think you're seeing my A-game today. Hopefully I can get there. But having taken the night off yesterday, I had a beer or two, and I think they're still lingering a little bit. They have those effects. Can't say I'm really up to speed. But it's the Sunday sprint, and I would very much like to take a shot at earning some extra money there. And who knows, we might have a shot at taking first or second place this time with the multiplier. And there's nobody grinding no limit this time around. Because the higher you play, the more your hands count, which is a new twist they added to the Sunday sprint promotion. We're the top 10 people that get the highest volume, the highest amount of hands, multiplied by the multiplier, get a cash prize. And there's also 10 random draws for 10 euros, so even if you're not going for the title there, or for a place in the top 10, you can still win 10 euros. So if you play on RunItOnce, put some hands in today for a chance to win an extra 10 bucks. Get aces up here. Got one raise, that's a good start. Against Wins, who's shaping up to be more the aggressive side and on the loose passive side. Just what he was earlier. That is not a bad board. Hey, Intrepid! What's the name of a Star Destroyer in Star Wars? The Intrepid. Welcome, mate, and I can have the bot answer that for me. Cable 1 is breaking, so I shall look for a better one. What are these gentlemen up to? Wait, so this table is filling up, that's fair, then I'm gonna stick around. I did open another table already. Wow, that's a decent splash. Unfortunately, we can't really fight for it. But I'll switch out this table. There are 3 people asleep, this time not including me. Really, just a limp, well then. In that case... yeah. Killjoy. Oh, there's always one. Which is why at PLO 10 at least, my standard MO with aces in early position was to limp. And didn't come over the top because there was always action breaking out, even the small splashes didn't need to be that big, that large. So I think he made a flush in the end, right? Let's take some notes there. Samuel, certainly a splash to pot happy caller. What about the other gentleman? Benny, what did you have, Benny? Ace King 9-6. 6 single suited. To the ace at least. 6 seems a tad loose. What? Martes Fuena, if I'm pronouncing that in any way correctly, thanks a lot for the follow. Okay. So at this point I'm really hoping he doesn't bet pot, really. I'm gonna call this, even though I hate the bet size, but I think there's a decent chance that he calms down on the turn. If not, I'm gonna fold, but if he checks, I'm gonna bomb a lot of rivers. Okay. Not too amazing the way this went down. Wow. These people are feeling it. King 3-7. Just casually makes quads. Wow. I think here I'm not shying away. Although I'm not blocking straights, unfortunately. This is not a happy turn. But nevertheless. There's some kings, but not that many he's showing up with here at this point. And if I check there, it's gonna give him a nice bluffing opportunity.
Oh, damn it, the dude left. Doubled up and left, huh? That's probably a good call, given the way he played. I'll let these go. This is not a bad board, all in all. It's not horrible, of course, is what I mean. It's not great, but it's not horrible. We do have the open-ender. Backdoor flush. Now with all the 10s, it's kind of unfortunate that he doesn't have that much behind. So for that reason I'm gonna size down here a little bit. To still have a decent bet size left on the river. And he is call heavy, which is kind of making this bet here a little bit less attractive. If he comes over the top, I'm gonna be in a tough spot. Wow, that'll help. That will help. Gonna take a moment here. Yeah, with the backdoor flush there. I don't think I want to fold top pair just yet. Also some straight draws that could come in. And unchanged, we're still down 4 buy-ins for the day. I think I can't really blame the dealer too much on that, for that. For a change, it was mostly my doing, I think. I don't know, on that board on table 3 where I ended up making the nuts, maybe checking is the way to go there. Maybe he wants to bluff at it. What you gonna do? How's that for a flop? I'd be happy to check it down. Not gonna put a bet on should he check a third time. Because he still shows up with a reasonable amount of jacks or queens here. Maybe not so much queens, but jacks are certainly in there. And sevens. Wow, that was a loose open. He was in the cutoff. 7-7-6-3 cutoff. there a suit? You got aces on our favorite table right now. No, that 7763 was completely offsuit. Now that is mighty nice of Samuel. Allowing us to put a decent part of our stack in here. SPR 1.5, a little more than that. Money is going in on the rainbow board. If he has 2 pair, we have a decent amount of outs. We have a gutter. Yeah. If he has a set, we're in horrible shape. Doesn't look like he do. No, doesn't look like he does. Take down a nice pot there. Almost 10 bucks. Der Alte, welcome back. Not yet. This time it's my doing though. I can't really blame anyone for that. I'm a little bit hungover. I'm still not entirely done waking up. For that reason, I'll take the dog for a walk fairly soon as well. Take like a 15-minute break. Host somebody. But I didn't live up to my promise yesterday. I did... Hang on, why did I check here when I have 2 pair? Oh, because I was under the gun. Duh, of course I'm checking. Right, but I did play a little bit off stream yesterday and I finished the day up 360 bucks in total. So a cool 18 buy-in day. Yeah, there were some tables on microgaming that I couldn't really pass up. And I had like another half an hour session with a beer or two. And I'm still happy about the win, but I'm still feeling the beers a little bit. And for today, let me check this out. We're down 70 buy-ins, so 3.5. It's not horrible. And we saw a 200 euro splash pot earlier. When we were short too, we only had like 11 bucks. Stood to win 270 or something, I believe. Didn't quite get there. At the Jack 7-3 or something of that sort. So how's your Sunday going? This hand might help to get us unstuck. The Ace-Jack 10-10 double suited. Really? Just with a pot-sized lead? Really? I mean, I'm gonna fold, but how strange is that? Don't see that too often. So I think we're liking this gentleman. Saw him open the 7763 completely offsuit in the cutoff earlier. So he is willing to put chips in. Actually, a total lie. I think I made 80 bucks in the off-stream session yesterday. I think I said something different. Hmm. You know, having called here, this is pretty much as good as it gets. Giving us a pair, backdoor nut flush draw, and a pretty sweet wrap. That'll do just fine. Let's see if we can get a check raise in here. Against the button, I mean, he doesn't need to have an ace here at all. Okay. I think if I'm getting called, I'm winning the minimum here. Now, if he comes over the top, I'm gonna come over the top again. I really don't see him having a better hand here. Double paired queens might also be helpful in our endeavor to get unstuck. It's a cutoff, huh? Oof. Okay. Now if he comes over the top once again, we need to let him go. Probably, right? That'll work for me. Also working for me is this. The flop went check check. I took it down on table 2, everybody folded. So he came over the top, I called. That's another good spot, I think. How? Keep them coming. Keep those flops coming. Took it down on table 1 as well, but the pot size bet bluff there. Take it down here. Pretty large splash. We have most of a hand, I want to say. At 7:45. Ugh. So still a little bit sleepy without the hangover. Yeah, I can relate. Damn. 7:45 on a Sunday. The things we do for family, huh? Huh. Would have, should have, could have. But that would have been asking a little bit too much of that hand. Thank you. Good manners again, huh? Well, you'll see where this gets you in life, sir. Not gonna fold this. This is a little bit too nice. Yeah, for this bet size, the money and well, not unfortunately, but the money is going in. Okay, he does have the flush. We don't get there. Just blocking some of our outs, which was unfortunate. Decided to start off by checking here, single raise pot. Giving us a double gut shot.
So we do have some showdown value. I think I'm not gonna bluff at this one. It's tempting. Oh, here I'm short. I didn't rebuy apparently. Fair enough, then the money's going in. Wait, what's going on? Ooh, just quads, huh? Ah, we are liking Zach. Zach has a different understanding than we do when it comes to starting hands. So is anybody else streaming from RunItOnce? I think so, right? No, so decent chance for us to actually do get a top spot in the Sunday sprint promotion. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you had a good run at it, and also there are some really bad players there. But man, that Devon is tough to convert to real money. If you have to play, what was it, 300 hands? That is tough. Ooh, actually that's a flush there. I'm still gonna bet this. %50 save rate and still lost with 11. Ooh, jeez. Handball is a fun game, actually, to watch. It's a good spectator sport. Sad to hear that they lose, though. That they lost, I mean. On the rainbow board, actually, I'm gonna call... And hello, nuts. See if we can... No. Okay, that was the wrong move then. Try to pop it later? Sounds good to me, I'll be here. Right on. Here I'm just gonna pile it, given that I'm short. He has a lot of spades himself, and we double up there. So what did this gentleman on table 3 have? The blue shirt. He actually had a set and didn't bet it. Wow. He had Jack 7 4 4 triple suited, so yeah, I would like to stick around on this table. Yeah, see you later, Dalt. I'm gonna take a short break in a while as well, walk the dog. And hopefully continue to wake up. Fair enough. And thanks for the good luck also. So him I want to isolate as much as I can. He is just way too wild. Agreed. Yeah.
I hope I'll be the one to take advantage of it. And pot sizes are really putting the flush out there right away. Oh, I got aces on this table. Yeah, I need to fold here. I'm also gonna reload. I would like to be deep against Zach. Ooh, how nice is that? Let's do that then. Let's see, ace, ace, deuce, deuce, double suited. He has aces as well. I like mine a little better. Shazam. Didn't split this one, right? I made the nut flush there, didn't I? Ooh, and make the nut flush I did. So I think slowly things are going our way. Case in point, I limped, he raised, I called. Yeah, now we are only down, what is it, 40, 43, 46 bucks, so a little over 2 buy-ins. Oh no, Zach left. How's that even legal? Now we can make quads twice, I guess. We do have a diamond in our hand, so I'm not gonna fold just yet. Not a great river. 300 hands, yeah. At PLO 4 for 25 euros, sure, but yeah, and a lot of it. There's too many, not to mention the flush, there are too many straights out there now as well. Yeah, there's a kapow indeed, if that was the aces already. Yeah, usually I leave tables when they get short-handed, but this guy is fairly juicy himself. But you know what? Maybe I will nevertheless and go walk the dog in a moment. Yeah, I think that sounds alright. Let's see, is there anybody on we can host for 20 minutes? Top pair, 3-ways. Interesting question. Should I c-bet here? I think the answer is no. This time around. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I'll do that. Now, unfortunately, aces get a walk. And down here, we've been checking it all the way. And I still take it down. Wow, how did that work?
Yeah, doesn't seem to be any other PLO stream on, so let's host Davichi, who has a no delay tournament stream, which is usually rather entertaining. First a few more hands, and I'll be back in, I would say 20 minutes. It is the Sunday sprint after all, and should I manage to wake up even more, then I certainly want to take full advantage of that, get as many hands in as I can. Top and bottom, backdoor flush, blockers, gutter, a lot of good stuff happening here. I'm not going to fall to a raise. Also think the c-bet is fine. And they agree. Last hand on this table. And it's not a horrible one. Ace, king, king, queen. Offsuit. I don't think I'm folding this one to re-raise. And this is like raise and call. Then I might have a gutter, flush blocker. Now you I don't trust at all, sir. You could be telling tall tales indeed. No, fair enough. The good old Jack 10, 10-3, huh? Alright. So, let's host Davichi, and as I said, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Thanks everybody for watching so far. If you want to be informed by Twitch when I come online, then follow the channel. Otherwise, just check back in. I'm streaming every day for long hours, so chances are if you want to find me, I'll be around. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for keeping me company, and I'll see you in 20 minutes should you choose to. Cheers, thanks.